We have a 2000 Ford Ranger. We're going to go through the steps in replacing the fuel pump. We'll start by bleeding the pressure off the system using our pressure relief valve on our gauge. Be sure and capture the fuel into a safe container. Before beginning any repair, disconnect the negative battery cable. In order to do a proper fuel pump replacement, we need to clean the inside of the tank, and that will require the removal of the tank. Loosen the fuel filler and vent. We'll remove these as we lower the tank. Remove the fuel tank shield and properly support the tank and remove the tank straps. With the tank partially lowered, disconnect the electrical connection, disconnect the emissions line, remove the fuel lines. When removing the fuel line, there may be some residual pressure. Be sure and capture this fuel into a safe container. Disconnect the rear vent line, and as you lower the tank, remove the fuel filler and vent hose. It's a good idea to clean the outside of the tank before removing the module assembly. This will keep any excessive debris from getting in the tank. For ease of installation, remove the fuel line retaining clip and install into the fuel fitting. New fuel line retaining clips come with the Airtex pump. Be sure and install these before putting the tank into position. Using our spanner wrench, which is available at most local parts stores, turn the locking ring counterclockwise. Be sure and inspect the locking ring, making sure it's not damaged in any way that would hinder its reuse. Remove the fuel pump and thoroughly clean the inside of the tank. At this point, we need to drain the remaining fuel into a safe container and then clean the inside of the tank. We want to be sure that the tank is as clean as possible to allow a clean environment for the fuel pump. With the inside of the tank thoroughly cleaned, we're ready to install the new Airtex fuel pump. Install the tank seal in its location in the top of the tank. As you lower the pump into the tank, be sure to align the alignment marks on the flange to the recess in the top of the tank. Install the locking ring, turning it clockwise. You will need to remove the tank pressure sensor from the old pump assembly and install into the new pump. With the tank partially raised into position, reconnect the rear vent line, fuel lines, and electrical connection. As you finish raising the tank, work the fuel filler and vent line over the frame. Reconnect the tank straps and tank shield. Reconnect the fuel vent and filler line. With the repair complete, reattach the negative battery cable. Cycle a key 2 to 3 times in order to charge the system. Start the vehicle and monitor fuel pressure, making sure it's within vehicle specification. Now before we remove our pressure gauge, we'll shut the vehicle off and bleed the pressure using our pressure gauge, making sure to capture any fuel into a safe container.